Hey guys, how's it going? Dylan here, and I'm here to talk to you today about the difference between Bitcoin mining with your own miner hardware and possibly doing cloud mining or getting a cloud mining contract. And I've been mining Bitcoins for a few months. This is my slush pool account. This is what I've used to mine my Bitcoins. And I'm going to tell you that I've only used mining hardware. I thought about getting a cloud mining contract when I first started, and I wasn't sure about it. A lot of people were saying it's like a scam and all this stuff. And honestly, since I've been mining Bitcoin, I think cloud mining. I don't think it's a scam. I definitely think it's a beneficial way to mine Bitcoins, and I'm gonna talk to you today about the pros and cons of each one. And yeah, so we'll get started here. This is my slush pool account. As you can see, my all-time reward, how much Bitcoin I've mined while having slush pool, is almost zero point 0.2 Bitcoin, or almost 20% of a Bitcoin, which is pretty good. However, in the last month and a half, I have seen my rewards diminish, my daily rewards. So this number right here, I've seen this diminish slowly since I started. And the reason being is because with each block, the difficulty gets harder for the next block. And as price goes up, the difficulty goes up, and they kind of try to regulate the market that way. And another reason is because, as the price went up, everybody started jumping on the Bitcoin train, and basically they wanted to get their piece of the pie. So in slush pool, when I first started, this number right here of active workers was actually right around 35,000 active workers. And as you can see, it's at 81,000 now, or almost 82,000. So it's gone up roughly 45,000 active workers. This number right here, when I started, it was in the theta hashes. Now we're at 2.024 exahash. So it's really gone up. More people are getting in on this. And as a reward, you're going to see your reward for block slowly go down and reward daily slowly go down. And the reason for your reward per block is going to go down is because you're contributing less to the pool than, say, if there is only 3,000 workers. Obviously your shares that you're contributing are going to be a bigger portion than if there's 100,000 workers. And but I mean, as you can see, this is the recent hashing rate for my Antminer S9. I'm averaging a daily hash rate at 13.5, which is what it's supposed to be at, so that's good. But as you can see here, these maroon lines on this chart, these vertical lines with the numbers down here, these are each block that slush pool has found so far within the last few hours. So I mean, we're still finding a lot of blocks, which is a good thing. So that helps my reward stay up there, but all in all, it's gone down. And that's one of the reasons why I've been thinking about maybe switching to cloud mining, because I'm burning electricity and it's costing me the same amount of electricity as it was costing me 2 months ago, and I'm making less. I'm getting less profit now. So if we were to look at it like a profitability calculator, I'm going to use Crypto Compare. I really like this profitability calculator. There's another one that I like to use. It's called Coin Wars, and we can actually bring that up too. So we'll bring up Coin Wars, and we'll kind of use both calculators to show you this. Let's get everything set up here. Coin Wars has a lot of different calculators. Is one of the reasons why I like to use it. So we'll get this set up with 13,500, and power consumption is actually going to be about 13. Well, it's between 1,300 and 1,400, so we're going to use 1,350. and cost, pool fees at 2%, hardware cost, it's going to be about $5,000 for you to get Antminer S9 right now. So we'll calculate this. This is saying that if everything stays exactly the same at how it is right now, this is how much you'll be making. So one reason why I like CoinWars' calculator, it gives you an estimate on saying if you were to mine solo, it would take you 8,200 days to find a single block, and that would give you 12.5 Bitcoins. If you were to generate 1 Bitcoin in a pool, it's going to take you roughly 656 days, so a little over 2 years, and days to break even is 331 days. So that's saying in roughly 1 year you're going to break even. So right here is showing you your profits. So it's going to say that you're going to mine roughly 0.55 Bitcoin in 1 year. This is how much that's going to be worth, estimated at 6,800. Your power costs are going to be right around 1,200. Pool fees are going to be right around 136, and your profit is going to be $5,500. So that's not too bad. Crypto Compare has it. The number's a little bit less. It's showing your profit's going to be right around $500 less. So I mean, they're pretty close. And the reason being is because the price right here is at 11.3, and I think on Coin Wars it was like at 12 something. Yeah, it's at 12.27. So we change this to 11.3, recalculate it, and our numbers are excuse me, our numbers are a lot closer. So it's at 5,014, and Crypto Compare was at 5,062. So our numbers are a lot closer now. That's with an Antminer S9, like what I have right now. So if we go look at Hashflare's website, this is the only one I've been able to find recently that actually has mining contracts available, and they are at 1 year contracts. Some sites like Genesis Mining have lifetime contracts. However, they're next to impossible to get. So if we look at this, your minimum that you can buy is 10 gigahashes, and it costs you $2.20 per 10 gigahashes. The maintenance fee is at 0.0035 cents per 10 gigahashes per 24 hours, and you get automatic payout in Bitcoin every 24 hours. So if we were to add this into Crypto Compare, at 13.5, we're going to use the same terahashes as what my Antminer is producing. Power consumption is at 0, cost is at 0, pool fee is at 0, and I'll factor in the maintenance fee by using a calculator right here. So 13,500 gigahashes, we divide this by 10 because that's how it's 0.0035 per every 10 gigahashes. So we want to find out how many are in there. So there's 13,500 sets of 10 gigahashes. We're going to multiply that by 0.0035. And that's our daily, this is going to be our daily maintenance fee. This is going to be roughly right around $4.72, 73 cents if you want to round up. And then we multiply that by 365 to get our daily, our yearly cost, which is going to be right around $1,725. We'll just round up, $1,725, right? Okay, so if we look at this, so that's our yearly cost for cloud mining. Obviously so if we look at how much it's going to cost us per year in power, we're at $600 more a year than what it would cost us if we were going to be mining with our own Antminer. So when you look at it that way, you're like, oh man, it's not really worth it. But then you gotta factor in, well, this is how much it's costing me, and I have solar. So obviously my electricity is going to be a little bit cheaper than what a lot of everybody else is going to be using. So I mean, obviously, if you're paying 13 cents, it's going to go up. Now you're looking at a difference of $300 a year. If you go up to 15 cents, now you're right around the same. So I mean, it almost makes more sense to use cloud mining. It just depends on where you're at. So now if we go over here back to Coin Wars, and so if you look at this, this is another thing that I wanted to point out is to get 13.5 terahashes of mining, it's going to cost you right around $5,000 to buy an Antminer, right? To get 13.5 terahashes on a cloud mining contract, it's only going to cost you, it's only going to cost you right around $3,000. So you're right off the bat, you're saving $2,000 that first year, right? So if you think about it, basically you didn't have any maintenance fees then, because you saved that money already by not buying an Antminer. So if you look at it that way, it's more beneficial to do cloud mining, at least for that first year. If you want to switch it up after that, then your contract's up, so it might be more beneficial for you to start out cloud mining, and then after that 1-year contract is up, switching over and buying an Antminer. And they're coming out with new Antminers. They got this new miner coming out. It's going to have 16 terahashes, and it's supposed to be more efficient. So if you look at it that way, maybe it's more beneficial for you to start out cloud mining, and after a year, when your contract is up, take your profits from that and buy a Bitcoin miner and start mining Bitcoins yourself. Okay, so if you're thinking about it, it's more beneficial to me anyways to cloud mine for at least 1 year if you're going to start getting into Bitcoin mining. So I have my own Antminer. If I sell it for $4,500, I'll be able to get like 20 terahashes of cloud mining. And if we look at it this way, that 20 terahashes is going to be $9,300. Well, yeah, I'm making more, but I'm going to have more in fees, right? So if we look at it, and we take the 20,000 divided by 10, and we multiply that by the 0.0035. That's $7 a day in maintenance fees, and then we multiply that by 365, right? So now we're at like 2,500, and if you look, my profits with 20 terahashes of cloud mining are going to be roughly at 9,300, right? So 9,300 minus that 2,500, I'm at $6,800 now, right? If you recall, this is what I'm making in profit a year with my Antminer S9. This $6,800 is what I'll be making in profits if I sell my Antminer and use the money I make from selling my Antminer to buy a cloud mining contract. So that's an extra $1,800. So for me, it makes a little bit more sense to do it this way right now. So that's all I really got for you guys. Like I said, you just have to weigh the pros and cons. Do you want the noisy Antminer running in your house? Do you want to deal with the heat it puts off? Do you want to deal with, the fact that the hashing rate's going to go down over time? Cost, energy costs, stuff like that. That's all stuff you have to factor in. So if you have any questions, comment below. I'll try and get back to them and answer them as I can. Don't forget to, if you don't have a Coinbase account yet, use my referral link. We each get $10. And if you have any questions, like I said, comment below. Other than that, guys, happy mining, and stay tuned. I'll come out with another video here next week.